So these are the Aeropex by Aftershokz. And in a world of endless options of headphones, there are only a few scenarios where I actually find myself reaching for these. But they do work really well in those few scenarios. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what is my first experience with open ear headphones. And in doing so, hopefully I can provide you with some insight as to whether the Aeropex are right for you or not. I've included some timestamps below so you can skip around where you'd like. But let's go ahead and talk about the fit and design. So I've actually never been able to wear regular earbuds because they always fall out of my ears. So that means a lot of the true wireless headphones are off the table for me right off the bat. On top of that, even some of the headphones with ear hooks start to get irritating after a while. So that's why this open ear design piqued my interest to begin with. They actually stay on with very light pressure at the front of your ears near your cheeks. And because of this design, they actually do a great job of making sure sweat doesn't accumulate around your ears like a normal set of earbuds would while you're working out. And I find that once that I have them on, I don't have to fiddle with them at all. They're very comfortable to wear for an extended period of time, and at most it feels like you're wearing a pair of sunglasses. Also, something to note is that because of the rigidity, you won't get any loose cables hitting the back of your neck while you're working out. But also, because of the rigidity, you get this really big and bulky case, which seems really unnecessary. I honestly don't see any practical use for it, and it's soft anyway, so if you toss this in a bag and throw something on top of it, these headphones are getting crushed regardless. But overall, they are very comfortable to wear, and they come in 2 different sizes. To determine which size is right for you, you can use this ridiculous online guide that they give you to show you how to use a USB cable to measure the back of your head. Alright, moving on. As far as features go, these have all the basic functionality that you would expect a Bluetooth headset to have at this point in the game. You can take calls, play and pause your music, and adjust the volume, all with the buttons on the side of the headset itself. They're Bluetooth 5.0, so the latency is minimal. They're IP67 waterproof, so sweat is no big deal, and they have an 8-hour battery. An 8-hour battery isn't the worst thing in the world, but there's no charging case here. So if you're going to get more than 8 hours out of these, you're going to need to carry the cable with you. These take about an hour and a half to charge up using any standard USB power adapter, and from what I've been able to tell, there are no quick charging capabilities here. The charger itself is pretty cool because it is magnetic, but it's also proprietary, so that means that's one more cable you're going to have to keep up with. Basically, the battery and charging situation really isn't anything to write home about. Now, as far as the audio goes, they actually have a couple different EQ modes that you can access by holding down both the volume buttons at the same time, but to be honest with you, none of them really sound great. Your ears can and will adapt to the sound profile over time, but I can't tell you that these will sound good in comparison to any other headphones that you may already own. And I'm not really sure what I expected going into this, but with all this talk of bone conduction technology, I just really expected these to hit different. Let me read you one of the marketing quotes from their website. Unlike traditional headphones that use speakers to transmit sound, Aftershokz uses patented bone conduction technology. Transducers send many vibrations through the cheekbones and deliver sound directly to the inner ear by bypassing the eardrum. This leaves your ears open to experience your surrounding environment.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
And honestly, they really don't meet the expectations they create with that marketing. One more thing to note about the sound quality is that I think that they sound better at lower volumes. I like to use them below 50%. At that volume, it gives you something to listen to, but it also gives you enough awareness to be able to hold a conversation with someone next to you without having to pause your music. But the further you get above 50%, the more the sound falls apart and starts to become muddy. And if you combine that with some traffic noise from a busy street next to you, you're really not going to hear anything clear at all. So to wrap this up, the Aeropex do best in the comfort department. They don't irritate your ears or build up sweat like ear hooks do. They don't fall out like traditional earbuds would. They keep your ears open, and they allow you to listen to your music symmetrically so you don't have to do the one earbud thing, which I think is a horrible listening experience. But don't get these thinking that they're going to sound great, because they don't. The only bass that you really get is the rattling against your face, and again, above 50%, everything just starts to fall apart. So don't get these thinking that the sound quality is going to be anything spectacular, because it's not. Alright, hopefully you found some value in this video. If you did, it would be appreciated if you left a like before you left and moved on to the next one. And if you'd like to see more content like this, subscribing is always an option too. Alright, hope to see you in the next one. Later.